Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Hello and welcome from the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sakhir. Down on the grid, the engineers are making their last checks, and today's race will be underway shortly. Plenty of opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit for these young F2 drivers to show what they can do. The best passing opportunity right up there at turn 1, and we should see plenty of action there. But there's another not long after at turn 4. There are 9 right-handers and 6 left-handers, and the possibility that we could see some flat spots at the tightest of those left-handers, that's turn 10. Here is the grid for today's race, which will be starting shortly. Teo Porcher will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from him, with Jehan Daruvala alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Martins, Behrman, Ayumu Awasa, Novalak, Fittipaldi, Hauger, Trident, Jack Doohan, Leclerc, Miney, Frederic Vesti, Juan Manuel Correa, Maloney, Cordial, Benavides and Richard Verschoor. Nissani, Hadjar, Boschon and Jack Crawford completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. The new season starts now. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me, and it is time to restart Formula 2. We're so excited to be back. Alex, what are you expecting from this season?
Put 22 of the world's best young racing drivers in a pot, some great venues, press go, and it kicks out a champion. I cannot wait to see who comes out on top at the end of the year.
Right, I know you're hot in the cockpit, but your tyres are going to be even hotter. You're going to have to work extra hard today to keep them cool. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake. Okay, you have a lot of front wing damage. Box for a new one. Issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, mate. Right, that front wing damage is going to hurt us. We've really got to look after it now. Let's put everything into protecting that front wing, please. far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty. Okay, we've been given a 3-second time penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
The French driver has left them all behind. It's victory for Théo Pourchaire.
Well, they've sent that one, haven't they? Brilliant start to the season, and that's exactly what they wanted for their early points tally.
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car. It works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you.
afraid we didn't quite meet our targets there, but don't worry about it. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus on the rest of this race.
With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race. Hello and welcome to the Jeddah Street circuit, where the excitement is building for what I'm sure will be an exciting Formula 2 race here in Saudi Arabia. So let's examine the Jeddah Street circuit. As you can see, this has the potential to be a very challenging track for our young F2 drivers. We'll get a good chance to see which of them have been able to best capitalise on their time spent here in practice earlier this weekend. Unlike the other street circuits on the calendar, the lack of runoff is going to make sections of this track very punishing if the drivers get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid having to bring out the safety car this time around. As the engineers make their last inspection of the cars, let's take a look at today's grid order for the race. Jehan Daruvula lines up on pole position, with Teo Porcher starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Novalak, Awasa, Dennis Hauger, Hadjar, Doohan, Behrman, Martins, Frederick Vesti, Fittipaldi, Vachon, Kushmaini, Arthur Leclerc, Benavides, Cordial, Correa, Jack Crawford, Maloney, Boschon, Nissani, and a Trident rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. It is the Formula 2 race. It is time to introduce you to Alex Brundle. I'm Alex Jakes, and we've got changeable weather out there today. That's making for some nervous team personnel down in the paddock, down in the pit lane.
Well, uncertainty is what strategy's all about, but it absolves the teams from the responsibility of running both compounds of tyre. They might have to use that wet tyre, of course, and then the question is, where do those crossovers lie between the wet and dry conditions?
With some luck, we might just be able to work our way up the field, but we need a good start. Keep it clean, okay? Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. front wing damage. Box, box, box. Okay, that was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. now stay alert for threats around you. Front wing's damaged. Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it. Okay, mate, I know you've had a couple of offs, but don't worry about it. Get your head down, and let's just focus on keeping the next few laps within the white lines. Come on, you can win that place back. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. That wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but listen, don't worry about it. It's a long way to go, so let's just focus until the end. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Careful with the overtakes, that was a bit risky, we could have received a penalty. Continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty, be careful. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
It's a drive of true class. It's victory for Deruvula.
We've heard stories of drivers watching the race on the big screens while they're going around leading with that kind of advantage. I reckon that's what they were doing, you know, AJ.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be MP Motorsport picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. There will be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you'll join us at the next. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the feature race gets itself underway. Welcome to Australia, welcome to Albert Park. It will be the first time for some of these drivers to race around this famous circuit. Whether it's your first time here or whether you're a veteran, you're very welcome. It's a new addition to the Formula 2 calendar. Albert Park has been an iconic F1 circuit for years. Recently remodeled to encourage tighter racing on track, it is 3.28 miles, 14 turns instead of the original 16. Here are the starting positions for today's race. Teo Pourchaire has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Jan de Reuveler in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vesti and the Trident, Ollie Bearman, Novalak, Awasa, Miney, Verschoor, Arthur Leclerc, Hauger, Carrière, Enzo Fittipaldi, Victor Martins, Doohan, Cordial, Hadjar and Ralph Boschong. Benavides, Maloney, Nissani and Jack Crawford completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, he is Alex Brundle, and we have changeable conditions today, Alex. How does that uncertainty affect the strategy?
There are going to be some quivering hands on the tyre guns, aren't there, when they tighten up what could easily be the wrong specification of tyre completely for the conditions. It's a gamble out there.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay. Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one. I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Watch the aggression, please. We don't want to lose places because of a penalty. Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Okay, let's go now, come on. Okay, that stop was a slower time than we ideally wanted to see. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. Okay, mate, elbows out is great, but not that way. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's keep it clean, please. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Great stuff, you hit that target, that sets us up nicely for the rest of this race. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race, final lap. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Théo Pourchaire has done it. Théo Pourchaire takes the checkered flag.
Have you seen one quite as dominant as that, Jakesy? Not sure I have. They led every single lap of that one, lights to flag.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. But what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time. The grid is set then. That just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll